enemy is only images and illusions, behind which he hides his true motives. Destroy the image, and you will break the enemy.
Must I? You can call it the art of fighting without fighting.
The art of fighting without fighting? Show me some of it.
Welcome everybody to the Box Shape Boys podcast. I am your host, Steven Zamora. You can follow me on Twitter at ZamoraBSB. Joined as always by my co-host, the beautiful. He is a three-time WSL surfing champion. He was a knight during the Crusades, and he is a misogynist. It is Osman. You can follow him at Osman_BSB.
Misogyny is the way God is a man. Remember that.
There you go. And then we're also joined by someone. He's a singer-songwriter. He is the former fifth member of KISS, and he is an ally. He is your boy at King Sanchez 70 on Twitter.
What's poppin'? We here to fucking talk some shit.
We're here to talk some shit.
He's the fifth member of KISS. They call him Swallow. You know what I mean?
On the last part of the KISS, Swallow.
The last part of the KISS. Yeah. Does some lip liner on that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
They had to kick him out. He was getting
they all wild. Loved me. Shit.
How do you guys feel about like femme rock? Are you guys with that whole movement?
I was big into it back in the 80s.
Yeah, they had like mullets and like lipstick and shit.
Leather just tight as fuck on them.
Like, and it's funny. That's when like masculinity, toxic masculinity was at like its peak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't dress like a woman and bone women, you were gay as fuck.
You were a bitch.
Yeah.
And everyone let you know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you didn't dress like a woman while fucking women, they put cigarettes out on you and stuff.
Yeah, you had to wear tight clothes, look like a woman, worship the devil, or else you weren't a real fucking man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit was popping.
Crazy times, huh?
And then all who's talk shit to us, calling us soft and shit, just because we like to wear 6XL t-shirts and shit. Fuck you, pussy.
Motherfuckers used to walk out with your bulge all out and shit.
With your fucking
make a ball on and shit, trying to look pretty and shit. Fuck you.
Wear a coif and shit, motherfucker.
I'm just trying to be comfortable, motherfucker. Fuck you.
No, I'm just trying to hide this shotgun in my pants.
I was asking Jaime the other day. I was like, "Doesn't your generation wear crop tops and stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, some of them."
like Charlie Murphy said, shit, California, you motherfuckers think you're hard now. Shit, back in the 80s, you guys are fair as fuck. That gangster shit just barely started happening. Yeah.
Just start. But so today for today's podcast, I thought I'd pull up. I went through, found a bunch of pictures of the most controversial people there ever was, and I was gonna show them to these guys and see what the first thing that comes to their mind when we pull up these pictures. So, how's that sound? We're gonna do that.
I'm excited. I'm excited to just pass judgment and hate.
There you go.
Criticize.
Okay, so I need
that.
Boom, we're gonna start here.
Okay.
All right. So first on the list is Beethoven. What is your first thought when you hear of the name Beethoven? We're gonna start easy. That's why we're starting here.
He made classical music.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You guys know anything else about him?
No. Do you know? Do you have facts about him?
I do. No, I don't know. I didn't he lose his ear or something?
I thought he was deaf.
He was deaf in the ear or something like that, wasn't he?
Wait, no, that's the other guy. There's Beethoven and the other guy who got like lead poisoning from eating his pencil and shit. What the fuck
Who's
is his name?
hungry? I don't
I've
know. He's
never heard
probably
of
on
that
this list.
It
That's who
starts
we
with the
should have
M.
had.
That guy was a piece of shit. It might have been Beethoven. Mozart, I think.
He does have a pencil in his hand.
That fool just made music, dog. Played music, dog. He's classical.
Yeah, I think Mozart was the one that did all that shit that I said.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I need to really get caught up in my classical. I don't know too much about this motherfucker. I know he's a classical like music guy, right?
yep. As far as I know,
He was a bad guy.
I
No,
don't know.
I don't know. Shit,
I just wanted to see what you guys knew about him, or what was the first thing that came to your mind with him.
music.
But
I
we'll
know there was a
definitely
big ass dog named him.
we're definitely gonna get into some more interesting ones, though. Let's go
Oh
on
yeah,
to the next.
Beethoven was deaf. He was the deaf guy.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. So he was a deaf musical artist.
He was going deaf by the age of 28. And by the time he was 44 or 45, he was completely and totally deaf.
Jeff Bezos.
Rich
What
as
do we
fuck
think
owns
is-
Amazon.
Because of him, I was able to give my beautiful little sweet nephew a Christmas gift, even though he lives in the middle of fucking nowhere.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah, see, he got me this, man.
Look at that, go ham. Go ham on the go ham.
I will say this guy is a genius for streamlining marketing.
He perfected shopping.
Yeah.
Perfected online shopping and then created stores and grocery stores. And
It's so fun to shop on Amazon. I don't know why. Like every time you buy something, you just feel like fun. You know what I mean?
He has a streaming platform attached to it. Like this fool's got
Shit
everything.
is cheap.
He's got his fingers in everything.
And you buy cheap shit on there, and it comes to you fast, and you don't have to go nowhere. You just press a fucking button, and that shit is on your doorstep the next day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Show. And then with like smart technology and all that shit, like Alexa and all that, dog, that shit go crazy.
Yeah.
This was tight. I'm glad I live in the same age as this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
This
That
shit's
shit
fun.
go hard.
This motherfucker made shit fun for me.
A lot of people hate him.
Why?
Why? Oh, because he's rich. Well, you
Right,
don't become
yeah.
a rich asshole without being an asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure
that's the title.
he's fucked over a few people here and there.
You don't get
He hasn't
billions of
fucked me
dollars
over yet.
without fucking. Yeah, me either. He hasn't done shit to me, but he's done shit to other people.
Is he the richest guy on the planet? I'm pretty sure he is, right?
I don't know. I thought
He might be.
was Bill Gates.
Bill Gates fucking sucks, and we all hate him. PlayStation is way
That
better.
fool's rich. That fool's got Microsoft.
I'm pretty sure Bezos passed him. I think it actually might be Bezos, Elon Musk, and then Bill Gates now.
Right now it's Elon Musk. As of
Elon
December
Musk.
2023, Elon Musk is the richest person in the world with a net worth of $253.2 billion.
God
Jeez.
damn. Feed it, everybody, motherfucker. What you doing with all that money, dog? Shit.
Talking shit on Twitter, that's all that fool does.
Shit, dog.
Oh,
There's
don't
what,
worry. We'll get to
7
him. We'll get to him. Pretty sure I
How
have
did
him.
how did Elon even get that rich? Like I didn't even know of this fool until just like the past like handful of years.
What did he do?
Well, he owns SpaceX, right, or something.
Yeah, he
he
owns all that
raised
stuff.
like
Like,
SpaceX,
where did the money come
Tesla.
from to start all that stuff?
Yeah, who
Probably
gave him
just
money?
Tesla makes a lot of money, but I think he started Tesla because he started making a bunch of money.
Maybe
Fuck,
he
I
got
don't know.
government contracts and shit to
Yeah,
build.
Because it was, Bill
Science.
shit.
I'm sure it's one of those things.
I
That,
don't know
like,
much about him.
somebody will probably tell us, and then we'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of seemed to me that he just kind of popped up out of nowhere, rich as fuck and powerful as fuck, and just now, like,
Alien.
just shaping the world to his form.
He's an alien,
And then he's trying to leave it, huh? And he said, "Oh, watch, I'm gonna do all this shit and I'm gonna bounce."
He's just gonna go to Mars and terraform
Yeah.
it, and
Jeff Bezos wants to do that too, doesn't he? Doesn't he want to go to Mars?
maybe I wouldn't be like when you're that rich, especially in this day and age. I mean, there really is no limit to what you could do. You know what I mean? Like, why not take shit to space? Why not fucking start
I
thinking
took
outside of Earth?
2
I mean,
limitless pills to limit myself.
maybe start like these rich ass fools should just start looking into the ocean.
They should just start the Justice League.
Uh huh.
One
That's
of them
what
start
that
training
should
for
really happen.
Batman. One of them make a suit like Iron Man. One of them find a
Yeah.
serum for Captain
They're
America. Just
fucking
have a
saving the
fucking-
world.
They don't give a fuck about that.
Nah. They want to
All
leave.
They just wear Skechers and shit.
I guess. All right.
Oh,
Here's our
bro.
next one.
The goat. The goat. Like, I think a lot of people like Richard Pryor. I understand. I really like Richard Pryor. And I think he's like Muhammad Ali to me. And I think Bernie Mac is like kind of like Mike Tyson.
For people on
Like,
on podcasts, Bernie Mac is our next person.
oh yeah, sorry, Bernie Mac. Yeah, but to me, he's like I don't know. He's my personal goat. I think for current like the comedy that
I like that comp though. That's a good comp for that. It's like
yeah.
same way like Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time and stuff, but like Shaq is the most dominant player ever. It's like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
argue Shaq was better than Michael Jordan, but you know, it's not the same argument or whatever.
Yeah, I think Bernie Mac is like a Shaq of the comedy world.
He's one of the greatest.
R.I.P.,
Dog.
man.
I love this man, dog. His show, goddamn, just every night watching his show and shit.
Again, the stand-ups, like I don't think there's much that I've seen him in that I didn't find him funny. Like, everything he touched, he was fucking hilarious. Like he was never like corny or fucking like not funny.
Even like some of his more serious movies, that fool was just like he was still just kind of like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always him. He was always Bernie Mac.
Yeah, he was legendary for sure. Even his beginning stand-up stuff was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Rest in peace, my man. One of the greatest ever. For our next slide, we have Yakko, Wacko, and Dot from the Animaniacs. What do you guys think of them?
The first one that came was annoying. When this shit came on, I stopped watching Saturday morning cartoons. Like that would be like that was usually at the very end. Then fools would pop out of Warner Bros. Tower, and then I'd fucking just
Yeah, like
go do something.
time to get on with my day. Time to go outside.
Like I would watch it, I think, and I remember like some episodes off the top of my head, but like I don't.
I watched a little bit of it, but yeah, they were too wild, man. They're fucking obnoxious, huh? I feel like every kid nowadays, for some reason, is like them.
Yeah, I agree. Like it's more like it was like a newer cartoon for its time, like that straight up just ADD fucking, hyper twitch shit all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
There's no fucking nuance to it. You know what I mean?
No, it was just let's be silly, fucking crazy all the time.
Yeah.
And they're kind of Looney Tunes, but not really.
Yeah.
They're like Looney Tunes and Mickey Mouse, like all in one.
Yeah.
The way they look.
With a pinch of speed. Or
A
meth.
pinch of the speed. Now, what a good show back then I used to like was Freakazoid. That was pretty fun.
That was a good one. Yeah, he was cool. He was underrated.
What about Static Shock, man? That was a great show, man.
Static Shock was tight, man. Or like that, yeah.
The old WB days, huh? Those are pretty cool. I like those shows.
Yeah.
Me too. Oh, go.
All right.
Go.
Up next, we got Steve Carell.
This motherfucker.
Steve Carell's sick, man.
What's your favorite role by him?
Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
I watch The Office like maybe 3 times a year. I just always kind of have it on when I'm doing things. Like I've watched that.
It's just something you can always put on, huh? It's like always fucking good to put on.
It's so sick, and like he is a big part of that show. He's like the reason why that shit took off the way it did. I think.
Yeah.
That motherfucker portrays that character so like perfectly, and like I don't know, just the way like the kind of funny this guy is. The internet is so fucking hilarious. Like this was fucking funny as fuck.
Yeah. He plays an idiot like so fucking good. It's hilarious.
And like uniquely.
Because he's like super confident. He's like, he really thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and he's like the dumbest motherfucker ever.
Like who is he on fucking on Anchorman? Was
Brick.
Evan.
it Brick? Yeah, that fool was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, he was Evan Almighty too, huh?
Yeah.
And he was on 40 Virgin.
Yeah.
Goat. He's a goat,
Yeah.
man.
Goat.
Like everything
Yeah,
he's
sure
into,
has
he's fucking hilarious.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Wow.
go.
Next, we got
God,
Bruce
man.
Lee.
I've never seen a blacker person than Bruce Lee. I think he's like
Yeah.
the culture. You know what I mean?
He's the founder of Wu Tang.
Shaolin style. You know what I mean? Wu Shi, all that shit. He started all that shit.
Started MMA.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he started MMA. He was one of the MMA pioneers, man. Like he's dope. He is the culture personified. He's like everything you want a human being to be, I guess, except for like, I guess he could have been taller. How tall was he? Like 5'5", 5'6", or something.
Probably, yeah. I think he was a pretty small guy.
Give him like a good 5'11", 6'1", somewhere between there.
But if you want discipline, if you want, I don't know, everything and anything you wanted in a human being, you'd find it in this.
He was kind of a dick, I heard, but oh well. Have you ever seen
That's
Once
to whoop
Upon a
your
Time in
ass. So I'm
Hollywood?
not saying shit.
You ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? It's a Quentin Tarantino movie. I never seen it either, but apparently they did him pretty dirty in it. Like what's his name? Brad Pitt like kicks his ass in it, and
Damn.
they make him look like a big old asshole and stuff. But I
What's
guess he
the
really
beef?
was. Like I guess he was kind of like a dick to a lot of people. But
You know, it's crazy. He died from drinking too much water. So like, and it's like a disease that you get. Something happens to your liver if you drink, if you're overly hydrated for long periods of time. And I guess he was overly hydrated for like years and years and years, and that's what he ended up dying from. Is like from that type of disease that you get from being overhydrated for long periods of time.
wow,
You can be overhydrated, motherfuckers. You know, drink water, but not too much. You know what I mean? Or you end up like Bruce
Drink
Lee.
responsibly. Everything.
drink responsibly, huh?
Yeah, drink responsibly. R.I.P. Bruce Lee, you're tight.
I hate this fool.
All right, up next
Russell Wilson.
we got Russell Wilson. He said, "Oh fuck, I hate this
I
guy."
don't know. This motherfucker, I like. I
I'm glad
like
I
him.
didn't
I
get a
think.
fucking jersey of this guy. Fuck this guy.
I think he's okay. But I don't know. He's kind of weird.
I don't like him personally.
This guy has no fucking consistency.
I honestly I feel like the Broncos just did him dirty. I don't think he deserved all that, but he is corny, and I don't really like him. I wish he wasn't a Broncos quarterback.
He was nothing what I expected, bro. Like watching from like Seattle, especially when he dismantled us in the Super Bowl that year. Like I thought this motherfucker was the next coming. You know what I mean? And
I know, and he gets
like,
to the
getting him,
Broncos and fucking plays like
he
shit.
just didn't meet any expectations. The best thing about him so far is Sierra, I think. In my
Yeah, that will always be the best thing about him.
yeah.
Yeah,
We didn't get what we were sold at all. You know what I mean?
We got Sierra. That was it.
just like Joe Flacco.
And just like everything else in this fucking state, he's divisive as fuck. Like if you say you like Russell Wilson, you're probably like a Trump fan or something. Like there's all sorts of like political affiliations to whether you fucking like him or not, and all this kind of weird fucking shit. I think he's okay, but I don't. He didn't meet expectations, and I think if we could replace him, we should. That's my thing.
I think we're going to regardless if we can or not.
I think we should.
We're about to
He's
get.
all right. I mean, he had a good year. You know what I mean? Like he had the quietest good year I think a quarterback has ever had.
Yeah, we're about to enter the Jarrett Stidham era.
Praise be.
All praise to Jarrett Stidham. Any last thoughts on our boy here?
Oh, fuck him, I think.
Yeah, fuck him. Get it next.
All right.
My last one, Ben Stiller.
Next up, we got Ben Stiller.
This
I
was
fucked with Ben Stiller hard.
him and Zoolander.
He's brought me a lot of good
was
moments.
just classic.
Him
bro.
and Steve
That's
Carell
funny.
is like kind of the same comedy where it's like
Yeah.
they're not like silly, but like the fucking shit they do is fucking funny.
Like
And they're able to
Tropic
be
Thunder.
uniquely themselves. Yeah. Like fucking Dodgeball. That fool on Dodgeball is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, like Ben Stiller being a dick in the movie is so funny.
Oh, even like his little part in Billy Madison. Oh no, it was Happy Gilmore. That shit is
Yeah,
fucking funny when he's like
there's
that mean fucking guy that takes care of his grandma.
Oh yeah,
You know
uh,
what I mean?
you will drink this milk, huh? You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Oh,
Yeah.
your choice, lady. Mhm.
My fingers hurt. Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you're gonna be on landscaping duty all day.
How about a warm glass of shut the hell up?
Uh, like just like he is fucking hilarious. I don't know about the new generation of funny people, but I don't know. Like these guys are fucking pioneers, man. Like they're fucking hilarious. Fuck. Like him, Steve Carell, fucking like Will Ferrell, all them fools like that generation of comedy is fucking that shit.
yeah. I like his stuff too, just because like, um, a lot of the stuff like a lot of the movies he makes and stuff like that, they're like relatable, like just normal people fucking subjects and stuff. You know, it's like
Yeah.
meet the parents or fucking, um, even like dodgeball is just like a bunch of average Joes. It's literally average Joes against all these other guys and stuff like that. But he always makes it fucking like super relatable, but it's funny as shit.
Yeah. He's tight. I'm glad we have him.
Yeah, me too. He's one guy, like you said, with Jeff Bezos. I'm glad we're in his era. All right, we got Kanye West, maybe the most controversial there is. What are your guys'
Uh,
thoughts? First thing you think of when you think of Kanye West? What's the first
Crazy.
word you think of?
Crazy.
I think genius maybe, and I don't know. It's because he fucking says it all the time, so I pair it with him automatically. Or if I actually think that, I don't know which makes me say that. But I do know when he first hit the hip hop scene, like we didn't really see anything like him. Like he took everything by storm, and like just the way he produces on, like everyone wanted him to produce their songs, and everyone wanted him to rap on their songs. Like he was the fucking rapper when he first came out. He was so fucking sick. And I don't know, crazy shit happened. He says it's mental health. I don't think it is. I think he has a god complex that he's dealing with. I don't. He probably has mental issues too, but I think that's his main problem. He thinks he's fucking God. I
He's
think.
trying to manage his God complex, and
Yeah,
sometimes it
exactly,
spills out.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. And I think after he lost his mom, that's kind of when he took the whole turn to where he's at now. Because like Jesus Walks is fucking sick. Like he had atheists bumping that shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking. And then like I don't know, he's just a different person, I guess, than he was back then. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
and smart.
and smart, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
to have a like, I think that's like literally one of the biggest musical accomplishments I've ever seen. Because like nobody besides like church people and like people who have like a deep faith in God will listen to gospel music and stuff like that. And like this dude can make like gospel music and then it'd be like radio hits and stuff. It's like that's like
Mm.
impossible to do. And like that's how good he is. He's like he actually did that. Like people to this day, like it's called Jesus Walks, and then you'll tell it to somebody and they won't even put it together like that's like gospel music or anything. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's just a cool ass, that's just like a good ass song I liked.
So crazy, huh? So crazy the kind of reach this guy has. Like even in like fashion world, like everything. Like this motherfucker's just kind of sets the standard whatever he decides to delve into. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think he's as good as he thinks he is. But he is one of my favorites.
And all
I
the
don't know
weird
about
shit, like hating on
fashion either.
Jews and fucking not believing in slavery, like all that kind of crazy shit. It's like we understand you're different than everyone, but like at least be grounded. Like what the fuck? Like you're not
I
even
know,
on the same planet anymore.
at least see the actual history behind all the shit before you start thinking everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like
just have awareness, motherfucker.
you're insensitive, man.
Mm. Like that's like too woke, you know what I mean? Like that's like people who who want to be different just to be different, you know what I mean? Just for the sake of being different, not because they actually feel differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I hate when people do that shit when they're just like, well, everybody thinks that this is right. So I'm just gonna say that the wrong way is right, just because like
Everyone hates slavery and Hitler, but you know what? I love that shit, you know?
yeah.
Slavery didn't exist and Hitler was kind of right. What the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Uh,
These are universal truths, motherfucker. You don't enslave another human being, which was proven to have happened, and Hitler was a fucking crazy motherfucker who killed millions of people because of their beliefs, and that's proven. You can't. It's not debatable. But Jesus Walks was a tight song, I think. It goes through the wire.
Yeah,
That's how much.
College
First
Dropout.
3 albums was GOAT. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even his later stuff, like he has good songs on them. Like his albums themselves aren't like that good because some like most of them have like weird shit in them and stuff. But he'll always have like 2 or 3 good songs on it.
No, crazy. I think it's cool to be living with him too.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be talked about for a long fucking time. They're like, do you remember that crazy fucking guy, Kanye West? You know what I mean?
yeah.
They'll be
Remember
talking about him
Yeezy,
2,000 years from
dog?
now and fucking how crazy he was and shit.
On our hieroglyphs, we'll have Kanye West.
Remember that design brand Balenciaga? Fuck.
Yeah. Remember that who put holes in the shirt and sold that shit for $600?
And people were like, "I love it. I need it."
That's why we all dress like homeless people now.
Why motherfuckers wear big ass shoes and garbage bags because of Kanye West.
All right, our next celebrity, Jason Statham.
He's a good actor. He's cool.
My first thought is he's bald. I think that's what I first.
Bald head, bug eye, motherfucker.
I think he's cool. I don't know. Like I never really found him like that. Like I don't know.
I
think
never
he's
looked
a
for a
good
movie
acting
with
hero,
this fool as the main character. You know.
I watched Crank. Is that what it's called? Or what is the one?
Oh yeah,
where
or
he
High
was the
Voltage,
fucking,
or yeah, Crank.
where he's like
Where,
racing
like,
against
that
time.
peacemaker and
Like
shit, and like had
he has to be adrenalized.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. And like I don't know, he's a good complimentary piece, like in like the Expendables and shit. Like I think he adds to that experience, but I don't know if I would ever
Fast and
just like
Furious
make him.
is all right with him in it.
Yeah, like
What
if,
do you do,
if there's an action movie and it has Jason Statham in it, I'm like, oh, okay, so he's
Pretty
in
good
it.
movie.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I think him being British, I think makes it way cooler. It's like whole thing.
I wonder if he's as badass as his persona makes you
think
believe.
so.
Think he really knows how to throw knives at home and shit?
Probably.
Maybe he does enough in his movies. He probably learned it by now.
He probably knows a bit of karate and stuff, huh?
If he was to throw a knife at me, I would flinch definitely. I would not want to be standing in front of that. I don't think.
Yeah. All right. Here's our next one. The most controversial, SpongeBob SquarePants.
This is my childhood. I feel.
He's the GOAT.
I feel like this is everybody's childhood at this point.
Yeah. And it's so crazy because like they did studies that proved like this makes children stupider, or like it prohibits them from growing in some ways. But like it's so fucking great. It's funny as shit. Maybe that's why we're all fucking stupid. Because SpongeBob.
We all watched SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Watched a fucking idiot with a bunch of other idiots.
Like that's literally like there was no like academic reason behind anything that was in this show.
That motherfucker's funny though. Like that show is fucking objectively hilarious. That shit is funny.
That's why they still use that shit for memes today. I mean,
that's what I want to know. How old is the SpongeBob crew?
Like 35. They released it like this was like 30 something. That's Squidward's like 50. Like they released all the ages.
For real? I didn't know they were that.
I have not seen that fool as 35.
Yeah, because you could like see that like he put a pic like they showed his driver's license before and he was born in like 70 something.
That's true, huh?
Yeah.
They showed, when he went to go learn to drive, didn't he?
Yeah, and then there's fools that just found everyone's age by linking shit together. And
yeah, people do that type shit.
Yeah. So yeah, and I guess like in the past like 5-10 years he came out as gay or something. I don't know. They're like it got weird after a while, but the beginning couple seasons was goated. Like SpongeBob, how can you not like SpongeBob as a child?
For real, like the beginning, that shit was tight, bro.
I told someone the other day that I was tough because I stubbed my toe and I only cried for 20 minutes. I was like, I was outside watering my spice garden and I stubbed my toe. I only cried for 20 minutes.
Weenie had general. Yeah, like he's so horrible, man.
Weenie had Junior and shit.
He's a weenie, huh?
Motherfucker.
Like there's so many just funny. Okay. We're on the
Oh,
next.
we're going on to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Terminator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The governor.
Extreme bodybuilder.
How many
Man was
people?
chiseled.
He's probably the only person in history that could say he was
Predator
an elite
hunter.
athlete, high up in the government, and one of the top tier actors of his time.
Yeah, this motherfucker lived a life. That's the fuck show.
That's what did gang shit, dog.
How you from
I smoked
Australia and you
cigars
become
the
the
whole
governor of
fucking
fucking
time.
California?
Austria.
Austria.
I say
By
Australia.
being the Terminator, dog, and hunting predators for America.
Oh, there
and
you
then
go.
leaving.
Where's Austria at?
Austria? I think it's by Germany and
By
stuff.
Germany.
Yeah, Europe.
Okay, so he's Austrian Californian and
Yeah.
Predator.
Bro, how did
That
he become
motherfucker.
a governor in America? Like, how has he been a citizen in America for like enough years or something?
I think a long
Must
time,
have.
yeah. But I don't know.
Must be
He
black.
does he's crazy, man. He's a crazy motherfucker. And like, wasn't he Republican? Or was he Democrat?
I think he was a Republican.
How did California vote this motherfucker in? Like, how did they voted in a Republican? That's him.
I think he did a pretty good job too, from what I remember. Like people
And
liked
they're
him.
all liberals out there.
Yeah, I think
He got
people
a bunch
liked
of
him a lot.
hippies to vote for him.
You could always tell, like a good, like congressman or senator or something. You could tell they're good because you never hear about them. They're like referees in fucking sports, you know.
They're
Like
like
if you
offensive
don't
linemen.
notice, yeah, if you don't know the refs, like are there, then they're doing a good job, you know. But if the refs are like always in your fucking face, calling shit and stuff,
You know, his portrayal of Mr. Freeze brought me to tears. That's all I gotta say.
that was one of the best performances of acting I've ever seen in my life.
And he killed the predator. I heard that's very hard to
Yeah,
do.
and he was sent back in time.
Next up, we got our Colorado representative, Lauren Boebert.
She's real hands-on with her work. I heard.
She's your representative, not mine.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
wish it was mine.
I wish it was.
If she ever invites you to the theater, say yes.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, make sure you sit somewhere secluded.
I probably wouldn't smash, but I'd get a handy from her.
She'll get pissed too. She'll vape. She'll blow vape on you, on your penis. I don't know too much about her aside from that. I think I've expunged all my Lauren Boebert jokes. What is she? She's some type of Republican? What is she?
She's she's very Republican. She's like woke Republican. She's like Trump Republican. Fucking
Pizzagate and all that shit.
Yeah.
She probably thinks she's a woman of God. Maybe she's probably a woman of the clergy or something, right?
I assume so.
She's like, I love God now. Let me give this guy a handy in the fucking theater and shut up. You know what I mean? Pedophiles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Let me get me some in the bathroom, and then we call it good. Shit.
I don't know too much about her aside from what I really said. Oh.
All right. Next up, we have another political figurehead in the world in old times, though. King Aragon.
He's the rightful ruler of Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And the Legion of Men. I think.
Yeah, it's easy for us to say because we're men, you know. But what would elves say? Yeah.
I think they like him. He boned an elf, right?
He does. That's true.
The princess elf.
Yeah. The orcs.
Lady Aragorn. What's her name?
Huh? The girl?
What's his wife's name? Yeah, Lady something.
I don't remember.
Oswin or something. Arthwin.
Evanescence.
Arwen. She's tight. He bones her. She's an elf. And yeah, orcs hate him because he fucking splits them in two, dog. This we used to hold it down at the Black Gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was a true ranger.
He was a ranger. That's right. He protected men from Saddam's forces for a long time before he became rightful king.
He was a good man. All hail King Aragon.
I would give mine whatever I have. I don't know what my vape pen. I give him my Benjamin. You know what I mean? When everyone's like, my axe, my bow, and my Benjamin. You know what I mean?
Hit this and let's go to war.
My son
And then
on
I'll just
guard.
I'll hit it and just get cross-eyed and then go to that mountain where they went.
They're all at the fucking Black Gate, and you just show up all high. Like, where the fuck
Hey,
you
man,
been? Like, I don't
what's
know.
going
I
on?
passed out.
Frodo and Sam over there fighting that big ass spider. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got you.
taking a wee nap.
Great. You know what I mean?
All
But
right.
yeah, I love him. I don't love him.
So on the politic track here, we're gonna stick to it. We're gonna bring up Kim Jong-un, supreme leader of North Korea.
I would say him and Kanye West probably have a lot in common.
It is said
He's like
that
the Kanye West of the political world.
it is said that Kim Jong-un does not possess a butthole.
He doesn't pee or poop.
He's a supreme leader. That's so fucking wild that there's still people that, oh my God, that live like that and believe shit like that about people. Like this motherfucker's still like that to his people. Do they believe that? How do North Koreans feel about him? That's the real question.
I think so. I think they believe it.
Can they even say how they feel about him?
No, they'll get killed.
Unless they say they love him.
Yeah, they have to say they love him. So,
Like what if I saw his dick and it was small and I commented on that? Would I be dead?
yeah, for sure.
Even if it's real? What if I was like, your dick's like 3 inches, and it was? Would he take offense to that?
Yeah.
All right, don't make any jokes around Kim Jong-un. Is what I'm feeling. All right.
Just look at that face, man. Can you imagine? That fool looks like a fucking baby.
He looks like a statue or something. I don't know. That's why the rest of the world is so fucking scary outside of America, because like people like this are able, like they exist, and this motherfucker is wild, and it's like so is his ancestor, his predecessor. You know what I mean? His predecessor was wild too.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to our next one. Marilyn Monroe.
She made it cool to be a whore.
She was the first. She was a fuck. Who was it that we were like, oh yeah, they set the.
She fucked JFK.
She's like the Jeff Bezos of sluts. She like.
Revolutionized that shit. Yeah.
She went straight to the
She was
president.
the first influencer. You know what I mean? Like if she had Instagram, she'd be like everywhere. You know what I mean? She had Instagram before it was cool.
Yeah. Do you think Marilyn? How big do you think she would be in like today's society? She'd
be
kind of
huge.
be. She'd be like basically like. She kind of was like a person of today's, like ilk back then.
So she might just be normal, run of the mill Instagram model or something.
That's true.
Like I remember, I don't know, the Mr. President song got me rock hard every time.
Oh yeah.
I love the idea of it. It made me want to be president, I think.
She loved.
Do you think Joe Biden sang that to Obama when Obama was president?
Probably. When he was a little
So like,
bit
come on,
older.
Joe, you're not Maryland. Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad.
Come on, Joe.
Oh shit, my bad. Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, Abraham Lincoln. You guys' first thought on him?
He did great things. He loved humans, which is good. And he was Republican. He was which is so crazy because like Republican was different back then, wasn't it?
He was the first Republican president.
So hopefully when Trump says "Make America Great Again," it's like he's referring back to like freeing people and shit. You think?
Yeah. Well, apparently, like I guess Abe Lincoln wanted to abolish slavery, but because it was such a touchy subject at the time, like the Emancipation Proclamation was just like the first step of it, but he couldn't actually like free, like that doesn't really like free the slaves, I guess, or something. That it was there was like all kinds of stipulations. So like, but it was like the first step into freeing the slaves.
Because black people still weren't completely like segregation was still happening in like the 60s and shit, right? Like
Yeah, Jim Crow laws and all that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like
he
he was the first
started it.
one.
But that was 100 years later. Like this who died, I think, in the 1860s, and then like Martin Luther King, all that stuff is the 1960s. So like, still took hundred
Some
years.
motherfuckers like say that racism, like they don't like they're not racist anymore. Like shit. You guys are racist for hundreds of years, like thousands of years. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And now you're not racist. Okay. I believe you.
Yeah. Sorry if we find that hard to believe, huh?
Yeah. Oh, now you're not. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the
We learned.
update.
We learned our ways.
Abraham proclaimed emancipation, and you didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Had a whole ass civil war about this shit.
They said, "Fuck that." Still fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You guys whooped our ass. Everyone whooped our ass. We know it's bad, but who gives a fuck? Go piss in a different bathroom.
What are you gonna do? Make me stop?
Oh, shit smells the same in both, nigga. Bitch.
One smells like cocoa butter.
that.
A bit.
The other one smells like privilege.
All right, let's move on to our next subject for judgment. That is John Lennon of the Beatles, of the four Beatles of Liverpool.
I don't know. Like the Beatles have never resonated with me. I know that's probably gonna upset folks. I think. But
Hey, man, ask for your honest opinion. Just give it.
yeah.
Don't be
Well, I
afraid.
can't. I get to say, "Oh, this man, fuck music. This is rock." I could go on all this bullshit that I hear people say, but I don't feel any which way about him. I don't like. What's a song by John Lennon?
What's that fucking? I only know one Beatles song that I really like. It's that I forgot how that. I haven't heard it in a long time, but
what was that?
Coca-Cola.
I forgot. Yeah, I think that song's about John Lennon though, isn't it?
We probably sound mad ignorant right now.
Fuck, suck my dick out there if you guys love John Lennon. If you know about him. I sure shit don't.
You know what it is. Oh fuck.
I gotta stop being so aggressive. I think he's okay. That would be my opinion of him.
I guess if he's so aggressive,
John Lennon.
okay.
Yeah. So the one thing I do give him credit for is drugs. Like he mainlined drugs. Like he was the first, I guess, like what that I know of like outwardly being psychedelic and like people like him being able to impact people through that like psychedelic realm.
Yeah. Come together. How's it go?
Come together right now. Over me. And I think that's when he was missing, right? Wasn't he missing?
Really?
Or was it Paul McCartney? That song was about somebody, like someone was missing, and then they fucking.
I'm gonna have to look into that. That sounds like an interesting story.
Yeah, it kind of was. Like I remember. Let me see. Wait, I left it right now. Oh, so it was written by what? For Timothy Leary's campaign. Oh, that's what it was about. It was written by John Lennon by Timothy Leary's campaign to run against Ronald Reagan. So that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, it was a political song.
It's a political tune.
I'll give them some credit for that. I mean, like I was saying about the Jesus Walks, like nobody listens to gospel stuff. They made a hit out of a fucking political song. That's pretty cool. It's an accomplishment.
That was like the time, right? Like during like the late 60s, early 70s, that shit was like all like political.
Yeah, Vietnam and stuff. Motherfuckers are getting
And they
drafted.
shot his ass. They shot John Lennon.
Yep.
Yeah, right outside his apartment.
I remember seeing one picture of him and Yoko, whatever her name was. They were protesting poverty or something like that by like just sitting in bed, and then they would have like their maid come in and like fix the bed for them,
Nice.
so they could
That's
continue
awesome.
protesting poverty.
That's sick.
All right.
T-Swizz.
T Swizzle, aka Taylor Swift, aka Travis Kelsey's girlfriend.
I know Rob likes her. Rob
Yeah,
listens to
him
her.
and Luke.
Based on that, I think she's all right. If Rob likes her. And
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey, right? Travis Kelsey is good at football.
Yeah, he's a man.
I don't know one song by Taylor Swift. I'm sure I
Yeah.
do, but I would not know it was probably her.
Yeah, like I bet you if you heard a song, you'd be like, "Oh, okay, I didn't know that was her."
I know Linda kind of listens to her a little bit. I don't know which song specifically, but I don't think she's my speed at all. I don't think I fuck with Linda.
I don't think I really know anybody that listens to her, which is crazy that she's like the most popular person in the world right now. But
Just Robert. Robert listens to her.
yeah, huh.
Robert, Box Day Boys, Bobby Loco, he listens to Taylor Swift. That's about all I know about her.
Yeah, he swears by her.
Yeah.
Don't ask him about it though. He'll deny it.
Yeah, he'll deny it.
Yeah. He'll deny it. But ask his kids how much he listens to it. They'll tell you.
I'll tell you all the time.
But she's
yeah.
cool. Travis Kelce, you know what I mean? Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, she's a little corny, but oh well.
He's mad corny.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Zamora back at it again. Season 3 of Box Day Boys podcast. First of all, thank you so much for enjoying the season. But new season means a new commercial. So, I had to do it right. Got that new lurk on, feeling fresh. Got that fine work on me. Make sure you go and get yours right now, okay? That's Lurk Designs, all right? lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. He's got shirts, he's got hoodies, he's even got prints and hats. I'm telling you, it's all right there, convenient, ready to go, and it's all at a great price, a super low price. But I understand money ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Go to the bank account, you ain't got that type of dough. It's all good, man. I'm gonna hit you with a promo code, because that's our boy. Go and put in BS Boys, that's BSBOYS, for 15% off your next purchase at lurkdesigns.bigcartel.com. All right? Go get you some lurk, man, because you ain't right without it.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. What do you guys
gives a
think?
lot of shit away for free.
That is.
Think about it. Like, what's so crazy is I remember the homies always talking about whether or not they would hit her, and it was always kind of just like up for grab. Even how rich she was, it didn't matter.
It's like a 50-50, huh? So I was like,
It's like, she has $1 billion, maybe.
She was like the richest lady back in the day.
I think she still is. I think she's the richest woman to ever live, probably. I think she's a very powerful person. I don't know. It's so crazy that she kind of defied everything. She defied everything, and she's who she is. I think that's amazing, man. I think a lot of people could actually learn.
what was her show about?
She's done. Oprah's show it was like a talk show.
Just talking.
She like interviewed people. Yeah, she'd interview people. That's when she'd give away shit.
Do like investigations into things. Dr. Phil started on her show.
You should do like pregnancy tests and shit.
My mom used to watch Oprah like fucking every day, so I watched a lot of Oprah when I was younger.
But she didn't do pregnancy tests on that was Jerry Springer and shit.
No, yeah. She stayed away from the ratchet stuff.
Yeah.
I think if she would have did that shit like that, she might have a couple more $1 million.
She was almost like 60 Minutes.
Yeah, she was very like
detailed investigations into things, reporting on things, and then she would have like guests on and like celebrities. Remember Tom Cruise jumped on her couch and shit because he said he was so in love?
I love his wife or whatever, yeah. Like there's a lot of good moments. Like when that one interview with Michael Jackson too. Like she used to be real cool with him and would get a lot of cool interviews with him.
Mm-hmm.
She was
Yeah.
tight. I like it. More power to her.
I'm very upset with her that she burned down Hawaii though.
Yeah, I don't like that.
She did it.
And I don't know her husband or something. I don't know. There's something. I don't know. She's
No,
cool.
I don't know. People say she did though, because like she owns a lot of land out there, and that
And all
she's
that shit
been trying to
burnt
get
except for
the
her shit.
local people off that area for a long time.
Yeah, she's been trying to buy Front Street for a long time, and they didn't want to sell it to her, so she burned it down. Like everything got burned down except for like her shit, supposedly. Like, her shit, the word like all the rich people's shit didn't get burned down. There's all the poor people, all the shit that she wanted to buy.
Fuck. That's crazy.
If that's true, fuck you, Oprah Winfrey. If not, you're cool. You know what I mean?
On to our next judgment case. We have Kim Kardashian. What's the first thing you think of when you think of Kim Kardashian?
I think she's the modern day Marilyn Monroe.
Good call.
Yeah.
She has $1 billion because of her sexual nature. And she's a lawyer and shit,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
She gets people out of jail, which is cool. I don't know. I think she's kind of like, I think in some circles, she's considered like the biggest sellout, the most mainstream person ever, right? Like when you mentioned the Kardashians. But
Yeah.
I think the way she did it was so, I don't know. I think she should get a lot of credit for where she's at.
Yeah.
She sucked dick to get there, but I wouldn't have done it.
No, yeah. It's not a path I would have taken, but you know, she really did come from the bottom, or not really the bottom. I mean, her dad was like a famous lawyer too, but like not bottom as far as like financially, but like as far as just like being from a nobody to like being one of the most recognizable places people in the world and shit, like in that way. So I'll give her credit for that
But
one.
those females out here sucking dick and losing money. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a whole slew of hoes
Chicago.
on OnlyFans that don't make shit. They're just on there sucking dick for free.
Just getting RV sandwiches and shit. You know what I mean? After not getting a deal and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I remember she was like, when I first heard of her, she was Paris Hilton's homegirl.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
her little, like she would just like tag along with Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
I like, damn, did
forgot
Paris
about that.
Hilton's fucking girl suck
Paris Hilton was like the most popular fucking person in the world for like a year, huh? I forgot that
She was
whole
like the
era.
first Kim K.
Yeah, she was like on every fucking thing for like a fat minute.
For real.
All right. Next up, we got Jim Carrey.
The goat. The fucking goat.
I think he's the father of like the Steve Carells, the Will Ferrells. All that shit is because of him. And I think even like Adam Sandler, like all that shit. I don't think you have any of that type of comedy without Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I think him and Belushi and Chris Farley, they're all like the heads of this era.
They all paved the road for these guys to walk on.
Yeah, sure. But I'm so glad we live in the time zone. Like all of his fucking roles and just like the type of person he is. He's such a unique individual, such a special person, I think. And the world is blessed to have his insight and his contribution to the humor.
Yeah. I think he's kind of almost in the same boat as Kanye West. I feel like he does have like a really fucking, like, I think personally, like mentally, he's kind of twisted. He's a disturbed guy, but he manifests it in like positive ways and like, you know, healthy ways and shit, you know, like painting and fucking comedy and, you know, art and like doing stuff like that. But he really is
Like
like
when he's in that interview talking about like the Illuminati and all that shit, like on the red carpet, like just like his vibe, people like it didn't. They were still smiling, and they like it took him a while to kind of realize what he was saying.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was just going off. Like to me, that shit is so fucking cool. Like to do that.
He don't care.
Like his fucking collaboration on The Weeknd's album, like that shit was perfect. That was like the perfect pairing. That shit was so sick to have him on that album.
Next up, we got the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson.
The best.
The best hand jobs in the industry.
Better than Lauren Boebert?
Better than Lauren Boebert.
All right. What do you think of Michael Jackson, man? What's the first thing you think of? Just go.
I love him.
Goated.
What's the best Michael Jackson song ever?
Man in the Mirror, I think, is the most impactful.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like Smooth Criminal personally. I think that's
I
like
think
he had like a
Real
gangster
might be-
kind of tone to him.
He was a complicated
Like,
guy, man.
it was.
Beat
And
it.
like what was
was
tight is when he would
iconic.
go to LA, he would have all the Crips. He would hire Crips to protect him, which is sick.
I seen a thing that like, because like you know how he used to talk real like this, like Michael Jackson. Da, 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 da. But then like when he didn't have cameras on and shit like that, he would go back and be like, "Oh, what up, dude? You know, what's up, man? How you doing? You know?" And he would just like talk normal and
Yeah,
shit.
what's good, he could.
Yeah, like he used to really talk like
move?
that. Like they have, there was a video I seen, and it was like, he was talking to somebody, and then he thought the cameras cut off, so then he just started talking to everybody. Man, who the fuck is this dude talking to me like this? And he just started getting all gangster and shit. And yeah, I guess it was Michael Jackson.
Have you ever seen that on Black Dynamite when he's like that too? He like beats the shit out of all the other Jackson 5 and shit. They're like all scared of him and shit because he's like crazy ass like oppressor.
Yeah.
That's
That's
tight.
just crazy how the food has a little playland, little alien ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he turned into an alien. He's from the Mama Say Mamaku style, whatever.
That's tight.
Yeah, if you guys want to see the best rendition of Michael Jackson, go watch his episode on Black Dynamite. That's all you need to know.
All right, there he is. We spoke
Richest
about
man
him
in the world.
earlier. There he is. Elon, the richest man on planet Musk.
Who's that fucking guy on the Marvel universe that's like just that head body?
Mortal
And
or fucking
Galactus, not Mortal. It's something.
no. God damn it. It's
I
right
cut
there.
this reference out, but he looks like that thing. But this is my real thoughts. I mean, he's tight. I like him. He's crazy as fuck, and he might be either the best person in the world or the worst person.
Depends on who you ask.
MODOK.
Yeah.
MODOK.
MODOK. Yeah, this motherfucker looks like MODOK. With legs and shit.
Elon MODOK.
Yeah, he looks like MODOK.
Did you pull up a picture of him to look at it?
Yeah. He's MODOK. But like, I think, I don't know, he's such a crazy fucking person. And he just like popped up out of nowhere. He named his kids like fucking serial numbers and shit. Like, I don't know,
Equations
he was
and
on a
shit.
different level. Yeah, equations. Didn't he date like, he dated like some fucking crazy ass like Hollywood actresses and shit?
I think so. Somebody famous.
Might have dated Hillary Clinton or something.
Yeah, people on Twitter talk so much shit about him. How do you feel? How do you guys feel about that? Like fucking him making Twitter completely 100% free speech. So like people can be racist on there or put all kinds of crazy shit on Twitter and stuff.
He dated Amber Heard, by the way. That's who he dated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
But how do I
Johnny
feel
Depp
about
one?
him? I mean, I get the depth of it, but I also think when it comes to, I don't know, freedom has to be checked at all times. Like you can never just have complete freedom all the time, because then like that, if you give the bad, evil people complete freedom, they're gonna take way more advantage of it than the good people. Good people don't need fucking freedom that much. They constrain themselves and they don't say stupid, dumb, racist, evil shit like a bad person would. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think I understand the gist of it and I understand what he's doing, but at the same time, he's given a voice to ignorance and to evil by the same token. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I seen because me and Bob were talking about it the other day about so have you seen that thing from Hunter, what's his name? Tucker Carlson about aliens and stuff like that? But basically Tucker Carlson, I guess he was like on CBS or on CNN or MSNBC or something like that, Fox News or something, and he was doing all this investigative reportings and stuff on like the government, what they're hiding with UFOs and aliens, all this shit. So I guess they fired him, and he was able to go on to Twitter and make videos and stuff like that. And me and Bob were talking about it. I was like, oh, so there, that's the type of benefit that Twitter has, is like, if you're famous enough already, you can go on Twitter and use that platform. You don't need a fucking MSNBC or CNN or any of those things, because people are still going to hear your voice and the shit that you're talking about. And but yeah, he started going into a whole spiel about like basically how you say like fucking aliens are like evil, or like demons and deities and stuff like
that's
that.
what I thought too.
That's what he was saying. He was like, he's like, basically, I don't have all the information yet, so I can't speak on it. He's like, but all this stuff, he's like, basically it has spiritual implications. He's like, if people,
Oh, I did see that, bro. I didn't. I
Yeah.
saw a clip of it. I didn't know that was Tucker Carlson though. But I did. He's like, there's a spiritual layer to it,
there's
right?
a
Or there's like,
spiritual layer. Bob
yeah,
showed me like the whole video of like the whole, because I only saw clips of it too, and
I
then he
did see
showed me like
that.
the whole video, and he's like, yeah, he's like, there's like, he's like, a lot of this stuff is true. He's like, they've known about it for years, like long time. The government is in cahoots with them. He's like, they're working together to cover all this stuff up. But he's like, but and they know about this stuff. He's like, but I don't think they're from another place. I think they've always been here. He's like, I think he's like, they're in the skies, they're in the water. I'm pretty sure they're underground. They're all over the place. He's like, but and it has spiritual implications. It's evil stuff. It's fucked up.
Damn. Yeah. See, I agree. Twitter is a good place for like that's what's cool about it. But like, I don't know. Infinite freedom is also infinite bad, infinite good. You know what I mean?
All right, let's move on. We're gonna move on to someone a little less controversial, but still would like to know your guys' takes on him. Tom Hanks.
I heard he's the head of a pedophilia ring.
Oh, okay. So lots of controversy there.
No, I did hear about that. It's like
he was one of the
like
Epstein people that was over there all the time.
yeah. But his movies, Castaway was cool. Buzz Lightyear was cool.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, and that's all I gotta say about that. You know what I mean? Chocolates and shit, box of chocolates. It's cool.
How about
But
you,
if
you
he's a
boy?
pedophile,
First
not
thing
so
that comes
much.
to your mind, man, when you think of Tom Hanks?
All that. Minus that I didn't know he was a pedophile.
I think everyone, if you become rich enough, you become a supposed pedophile.
He was like when Epstein got caught and stuff, like he immediately like flew to Europe and shit. Oh no, it was during the pandemic, huh? And like he flew to like Europe like immediately, because people were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Like, why is Tom Hanks like leaving right away? Like, that's weird." And then the list came out that he was like one of the top people like going to Epstein Island like all the fucking time.
God damn.
Yeah. And I guess that flew from that one drummer dude that one rock dude that got killed. What's his name? Chesterfield or something. What's that fool's name?
Oh, from Lincoln Park?
Yeah, whoever died.
Yeah.
One of them rocker guys. But they said like he was about to expose like all the pedophilia and like Tom Hanks and shit was part of it, and that's the reason why he died or whatever. It's because he was about to expose like this big ass celebrity like pedophile ring and shit. And like I guess the rumor was Tom Hanks was heavily involved in it and all that shit.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
fucking
So
crazy.
we
I know,
might
we're
be
just-
slandering his name.
We're just out here slandering the fuck out of Tom Hanks. He's just like a good guy, huh?
He's just like a good wholesome guy that just wants to be a
We know nothing.
astronaut toy.
We
people.
know nothing. He's probably good. He's probably a choir boy. He's probably
Cut all that. Let's do some conspiracy shit someday. But
yeah. All right. Rest in peace. We're bringing up Steve Irwin.
he's one of my
Go.
goats. I saw that motherfucker like I don't know, hug everything.
He's he might be one of the best humans I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Fucking good with almost every animal.
What's tight is like, have you seen his son too? His son's like just like him, doing the same
Yeah.
thing he used to do and shit.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
I
Like,
was
like I remember being a kid, and his death was one of the first ones that like really surprised me. That's when I like it kind of taught me that like death was like random as fuck.
Yeah.
Put that shit through his chest, dog. Oh.
Cause I remember watching a show just like whenever it was on, I would like watch it. Like it was tight
Yeah.
to see him just like interacting with everything.
He was sitting there fucking with crocodiles and lions and bears and all kinds of crazy shit. And then just like randomly one day just got told like a stingray fucking killed him. I was like, nah, the fuck? Like this fool fucks with lions and
Yeah,
shit.
it
Like
doesn't
he
seem
climbs
real.
on bears' backs and shit and like slaps tigers around and all this crazy shit. And like,
Like
well, yeah.
a
He's
wild
Crocodile
stingray came up
Dundee.
and put its
Is that
fucking
his name?
tail
What
through
do
his
they call him?
chest.
What was his
Crocodile
nickname?
hunter.
Crocodile Hunter. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait,
Which is crazy
did
because
he
he
hunt
wasn't
them?
hunting shit. He didn't hunt nothing. Like, who fucking
He,
loved all those
he
animals.
hunted their love. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All right. So what'd you guys learn today?
Quite a
What
bit.
did I learn? Yeah,
Tom
let's
Hanks
see.
is a pedophile.
No, you didn't learn that.
You didn't
Not
learn
for
that.
me,
That's not
anyway.
facts.
That's all conjecture. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's all
learned
he
that
said,
there's
she
some
said.
very suspicious activity going on Tom Hanks and Epstein's Island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We learned that Tom Hanks was at Epstein Island.
Yeah, doing what we don't know.
What else? I felt like we learned something else.
I learned your guys' opinions on all these people.
Yeah,
Mm.
I learned that we knew about everybody.
How
Just
was
our
that
opinions
list?
on them.
Would you say
I like it.
some of them were controversial, some of them were just, some of them weren't real, some of them were real. Very random.
I know. It was popping around. Like I didn't expect to see the Animaniac, but here we were.
Yeah.
I haven't freshened up on my thought about them in some years, some nights.
Just wanted to get the old noggin going.
I remember them. I remember thinking every time I saw that WB symbol, I thought they were in there.
Yeah. Yeah, even when I watch movies and shit now and they have that at the
Yeah.
beginning, the tower, the water tower, I'm like, oh, the Animaniacs are in there.
Yeah, me too. I like it, man. I think it was a very great list. It was great to get to judge people and get to pass first impressions upon them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We're running pretty far into the show now. We had like a good 10-minute start, but so let's get into a question of the week and figure out what the fuck we're gonna ask these people on this beautiful
how was your
week.
How was your New Year's? Tell us about it.
All right, I would love to know. Did you shoot a gun in the air? Did you
make a new resolution?
Yeah,
Did
that's
Yeah,
what
tell me all the
somebody
things you're
prove
lying to
you
yourself
this?
about doing this year. That's what I want. I'm
Huh.
gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I got a gym membership, and I'm gonna save money. Then you're just gonna be the same fat, broke, dumb bitch you've always been. Tell me what you're lying to yourself about this year, bitch. That's what I want to know. Cut that. Cut that. Yeah, how was your New Year's? You know what I mean? What'd you do?
How'd it go? What'd you do? Who'd you kiss?
Sorry, I'm fucking on one today. I'm aggressive. I'm fucking some shit. It's
all
all this
right.
judging. We just passed too much judgment, man. I just put my brain in that type of realm. You know?
Yeah, we spent a good hour just judging famous people, but that's okay.
Not practice, you know what I mean? For me, anyway.
They make lots of money, so
Yeah.
they can get judged every now and then.
All right, man. Yeah, how was your New Year's? Other than that, mental health as well, physical health as well. Love yourself, love the world around you, and have a.
All right. So what'd you guys learn today?
Quite a bit.
Yeah,
Tom Hanks is a pedophile.
No, you didn't learn that.
You didn't
Not
learn
for
that.
me,
That's not
anyway.
facts.
That's all conjecture. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's all
learned
he
that
said,
there's
she
some
said.
very suspicious activity going on Tom Hanks and Epstein's Island.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We learned that Tom Hanks was at Epstein Island.
Yeah, doing what we don't know.
What else? I felt like we learned something else.
I learned your guys' opinions on all these people.
Yeah,
Mm.
I learned that we knew about everybody.
How was
Just our
that
opinions
list?
on them.
Would you say
I like it.
some of them were controversial, some of them were just, some of them weren't real, some of them were real. Very random.
I know. It was popping around. Like I didn't expect to see the Animaniac, but here we were.
Yeah.
I haven't freshened up on my thought about them in some years. Night.
Just wanted to get the old noggin going.
I remember them. I remember thinking every time I saw that WB symbol, I thought they were in there.
Yeah. Yeah, even when I watch movies and shit now and they have that at the
Yeah.
beginning, the water tower, I'm like, oh, the Animaniacs are in there.
Yeah, me too. I like it, man. I think it was a very great list. It was great to get to judge people and get to pass first impressions upon them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. We're running pretty far into the show now. We had like a good 10-minute start, but so let's get into a question of the week and figure out what the fuck we're gonna ask these people on this beautiful
How was your
week.
How was your New Year's? Tell us about it.
All right. I would love to know. Did you shoot a gun in the air? Did you
make a new resolution?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
tell me all the
Like,
things you're
prove
lying to
this.
yourself about doing this year. That's what I want. I'm
Huh.
gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I got a gym membership, and I'm gonna save money. Then you're just gonna be the same fat, broke, dumb bitch you've always been. Tell me what you're lying to yourself about this year, bitch. That's what I want to know. Cut that. Cut that. Yeah, how was your New Year's? You know what I mean? What'd you do?
How'd it go? What'd you do? Who'd you kiss?
Sorry, I'm fucking on one today. I'm aggressive. I'm fucking some shit. It's
all
all this
right.
judging. We just passed too much judgment, man. I just put my brain in that type of realm. You know?
Yeah, we spent a good hour just judging famous people, but that's okay.
Not active, you know what I mean? For me, anyway.
They make lots of money, so
Yeah.
they can get judged every now and then.
All right, man. Yeah, how was your New Year's? Other than that, mental health as well, physical health as well. Love yourself, love the world around you, and have a happy 2024.
Bye, guys. Love you.